to Winans Window. Here we go again, but this time we're not doing anything pizza related. Instead, we're going to show you a recipe at the request of my daughter's best friend. She wants to learn how to make brownies from scratch, not using a box. And that's the great thing about this particular recipe is you make your own brownie mix that you can store. We like to use mason jars, or you can use a Ziploc bag or any container that you have on hand and store them in your cupboard so you can pull it out, mix it together quickly for those drop-in guests, or you remember those times your kids forget to tell you about the bake sale that's going on? Yeah, this is a great recipe to have on hand for that. Hurts me a bit to say, but I've been baking for about 40 years now. I remember winning my first cooking contest when I was about 7. I spent my teen years cooking and baking for a gold mining crew, and I also have my own 3, nearly 4 teenagers. So when it comes to feeding hungry mouths, I have a little bit of experience. My quest for a good brownie recipe probably started when I was 13. They were either too dry, too complicated, too buttery, too something. But when I came across this particular recipe, I never looked back. The dry ingredients are 1 cup sugar, a ½ cup all-purpose flour, a 1/3 cup cocoa, a 1/4 teaspoon salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. So if you have your dry ingredients already in storage, you're just going to dump that in. But today we're going to start with our 1 cup of sugar, our ½ cup of flour, our 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa, and a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon salt. You're going to mix your dry ingredients. Smells good and incorporated. We're going to mix it together to where it kind of looks like sand. To our dry ingredients, we're going to add 2 eggs. ½ a cup of oil. And I think this is the trick to this recipe. It uses oil instead of butter. And the oil just makes it a little bit lighter, I feel. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I don't know if you've noticed the prices of vanilla jump like through the roof, but I have. And so I've actually found this baker's extract. It has a little bit of cocoa in with the vanilla. It's so much cheaper. It comes out tasting the same. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to vanilla, see if you can find your baker's extract. We're going to put 1 teaspoon in and then just mix. This is when you can get your pan ready to go. This recipe calls for an 8 by 8 pan. But just between you and me, I think brownies taste better when they're a rectangle. So I like to use a small casserole pan. Most recipes ask for you to grease and flour your baking pan. One of the tricks that I use is just cooking spray. Coat the bottom of your pan, and you're good to go. Look at that brownie mix. Ooh, homemade brownies. Simple and easy. It's going to be a little stiff. Spread it out to fit your pan. Place in a 350-degree oven. And in about 20 minutes, we're going to have the best homemade brownies. The brownies have been in there for about 20 minutes now. And we're going to check them with a toothpick to make sure they're done. They look done. Comes out clean. We've let the brownies cool for about 5 minutes now, and I'm getting ready to cut them. Typically, I double this recipe and make a 9 by 13 pan because with 4 kids in the house, this would be gone in a matter of minutes. Quarter cup of baking powder. And a quarter cup salt.